Have you ever had that quiet, sinking feeling that the safety net you thought was beneath you is actually gone? It's a harsh realization that often comes with age. The support from family you always counted on isn't a guarantee. It changes. It thins out. Sometimes it vanishes altogether. Your kids are building their own lives. Your siblings are facing their own battles. Your friends are scattered, dealing with their own health, or are no longer with us. And in the silence, a scary question echoes. If I fall, who will catch me? That question can feel like a punch to the gut if you're not prepared. But here's the truth I want to share with you today. You can prepare. You can architect a life in your 70s, 80s, and beyond that feels secure, independent, and deeply peaceful, regardless of who is or isn't by your side. This isn't about resentment. It's about wisdom, because the most dependable support, the kind that truly holds you up when you're feeling weak or alone, doesn't always come from other people. It comes from 5 pillars you build for yourself, pillars most people ignore until they're desperately needed. These 5 pillars are the bedrock of a life lived with dignity and control after 70. They are the silent partners that never get too busy, never make you feel like a burden, and never, ever let you down. Stay with me, because understanding these might fundamentally shift how you view your own power as you age. Let's begin. Number 1, the freedom of your own 2 feet. In your 70s and beyond, your ability to move your own body isn't just a physical act. It's the quiet superpower of independence. It's the difference between asking for help and simply doing it yourself. This is the most fundamental support system you have, and it relies on no one but you. The freedom of your own 2 feet means you can get your own glass of water at 2 a.m. It means you can bend down to tie your shoes, walk to the mailbox, or simply get up from your favorite chair without a second thought. That is agency. That is control. And it provides a powerful psychological buffer against one of the deepest fears of aging, the fear of being helpless. When your body is reliable, your mind is calmer. You're not constantly calculating who you might need to call for simple tasks. Let's be clear. We're not talking about running a 5K. We're talking about the simple, consistent work of keeping the machine oiled. Gentle daily stretches, a short walk, even just standing up and sitting down 10 times while the kettle boils. These small deposits in the bank of mobility yield enormous returns. So many people accept stiffness and weakness as a non-negotiable part of aging. It's not. Your body is listening. The more you ask of it, the more it tries to give you. Think of it this way: your mobility is your first line of defense against becoming a patient. When you can trust your legs, you worry less about falls. When you can reach and bend, you worry less about daily chores. This physical confidence radiates outward, protecting your mental state. You stop seeing yourself as fragile and start seeing yourself as capable. I know a woman named Maria, 76, who made it her mission to be able to carry her own groceries up 1 flight of stairs to her apartment. She started with just 1 bag, then 2. It wasn't about the groceries, it was about proving to herself, I've still got this. That small, regular effort gives her a sense of security that no amount of money could buy. She's not waiting for a hero, she's being her own. So if you're feeling less steady on your feet lately, don't despair. Start right where you are. Your body hasn't given up on you. Do 1 small thing today to reclaim your movement. Every step, every stretch is an act of building a foundation that is truly, unshakably your own. It's the one support that wakes up with you every morning. Number 2, the power of financial clarity. After 70, financial peace isn't about the size of your bank account. It's about simplicity. It's about knowing exactly what comes in and what goes out and living in that space without anxiety. Financial clarity is one of the most powerful, non-human supports you can have because it frees your mind from constant worry. Think about it: complicated finances are a source of chronic, low-grade stress. Juggling different bills, wondering if you forgot a payment, not knowing where your money is truly going. It's like trying to drive in a thick fog. You're tense, you can't see the road ahead, and you're terrified of making a mistake. And when you're older, that stress is corrosive. No matter how much your kids love you, they can't untangle a lifetime of financial mess for you. But a simple, clear system can. It's the bedrock of mental tranquility. Here's what people often misunderstand. Simplifying your finances isn't about deprivation. It's about control. It's about consciously deciding where your money goes, so you can spend on what matters without guilt or fear. It's about clearing the fog so you can enjoy the journey. When your financial life is in order, your brain gets to rest. Psychologically, financial clarity directly combats the fear of the unknown. So many seniors are haunted by what if questions. What if there's a big medical bill? What if I run out of money? These fears can be more painful than arthritis. But when you have a clear, simple budget, you replace fear with facts. You know your limits, you know your safety net, and you can make decisions from a place of confidence, not panic. My friend David, a retired teacher of 74, did something brilliant. He consolidated his life into one checking account, one savings account, and one credit card that he pays off every month. He automated all his essential bills. He told me, I took the guesswork out of my life. I no longer dread opening the mail. My financial world is small enough to hold in one hand. He isn't wealthy, but he feels rich in peace. He gave himself the gift of certainty. When your money is simple, you are the one in charge. You don't need to ask for help deciphering a statement. You don't feel like a child asking for an allowance. You are the adult in the room. So if your finances feel chaotic, take one small step. Cancel one subscription you don't use. Call your bank and ask for a simpler account. Make a simple list of your monthly costs. Make it so clear that you could explain it in 2 minutes. Because true wealth in your later years isn't about having more. It's about knowing enough. If you're still with me and finding this helpful, please show your support by typing "I'm building" in the comments below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss our future videos. Your engagement helps us create more content designed to empower you. Let's continue. Number 3, the anchor of your daily rhythm. When you're over 70, the most consistent support in your life isn't a person, it's your routine. I don't mean a rigid military-style schedule. I mean a gentle, predictable rhythm to your days. The small, repeated actions that keep your body and mind anchored. This is self-reliance in its purest form. When your day has a familiar shape, your spirit feels secure. So many people live reactively. They wait for a health scare to change their diet, or for loneliness to set in before they pick up the phone. A routine is the opposite. It's proactive. It's a form of self-respect. When you hydrate first thing in the morning, take your medication at the same time, have a set time for a walk, or read for 20 minutes before bed, you're sending a powerful message to yourself. I am worth taking care of. That steady rhythm is what carries you through the days when you feel lost or unmotivated. There's a hidden psychological benefit here. Routines eliminate decision fatigue. You don't waste mental energy debating, should I go for a walk today? You just go. This predictability creates a sense of stability in a world that can feel increasingly unstable. That stability builds confidence, and that confidence is what prevents you from feeling like you're adrift, waiting for someone else to steer your ship. Let me tell you about Samuel, an 82-year-old I know. His morning routine is simple. He gets up, drinks a full glass of water, and then spends 15 minutes doing a crossword puzzle. That's it. But he told me that little ritual is the track my day runs on. It tells my brain we're starting, we're in control, and we're still sharp. His routine isn't about breaking a sweat, it's about reinforcing his identity as a capable, thinking person. And here's the practical magic: a good routine reduces your need for external help. You're less likely to forget things. You're less likely to let the whole day slip by in a fog. It's like having a well-lit path through your own life. Even on cloudy days, you know the way forward because you walk it every day. That is support you can count on 24/7. Of course, life happens. Some days you'll feel off. The routine is a guide, not a prison. The key isn't perfection, it's consistency. If you can't walk outside, walk around your living room. If you're too tired to read, listen to some music. The point is to honor the rhythm. Start with one simple, non-negotiable act that serves you. Maybe it's 5 minutes of stretching. Maybe it's making a healthy breakfast. Every time you honor that small commitment to yourself, you are acting as your own most reliable caregiver. And that is a power no one can ever diminish. Number 4, the art of bending, not breaking. If one quality becomes more valuable than gold as we age, it's emotional resilience. It's more critical than your savings account, sometimes even more than your physical health. Because with a strong emotional core, you can withstand almost any storm, loss, loneliness, a bad diagnosis, or the sting of being let down by those you love. Emotional resilience is the ability to feel pain without letting it shatter you. By the time you reach your 70s, you've collected scars. The loss of a partner, the distance of children, the fading of your own physical abilities. The common mistake is to believe that being strong means not feeling sad or angry. That's a myth. Resilience is about allowing yourself to feel those emotions fully, but not letting them become who you are. It's the difference between a wave washing over you and being pulled under by the riptide. It's the quiet whisper to yourself that says, "This is hard, but I am not broken." Let me tell you about a woman named Margaret, 79. After her husband died, she bought a small, resilient houseplant. She told me, "Some days, I feel like I'm going to wither away. Then I look at this plant. It gets knocked over, it gets too little sun, but it just keeps trying. It reminds me to do the same." That plant is her daily lesson in resilience. It's not about ignoring her grief. It's about coexisting with it, while still turning toward the light. Think of it like this: an old oak tree stands rigid and can be snapped in a storm. A willow tree bends, lets the wind pass through, and remains standing. Emotional resilience is being the willow. It's about flexibility. When plans get cancelled or a friend forgets to call, you can choose to feel the disappointment without letting it ruin your entire day. You are not at the mercy of external events because your stability comes from within. Psychologically, practicing resilience rewires your brain to be less reactive. It creates space between a trigger and your response. This builds an unshakable confidence that you can handle uncertainty. And as we age, life is filled with uncertainty. So how do you build it? You start small. You practice self-compassion, speaking to yourself like a kind friend. You find grounding activities, a walk, listening to music, a cup of tea, and you frequently remind yourself of all the storms you've already weathered. You are here today because you have a 100% track record of surviving your worst days. That's not just luck, that's resilience. Family may not always be there, and health can be fickle. But if your spirit knows how to bend without breaking, you will always find your way back to standing tall, rooted in the calm certainty that you are whole, all on your own. If you're still watching and these ideas resonate, please comment with the number 4 to let me know you're with me. And if you're new here, I invite you to subscribe and activate the notification bell. Your presence and support are what allow us to keep making this content. Let's move to our final point. Number 5, your personal North Star. In your 70s and beyond, one of the most grounding forces in your life is a personal code of values. Your own North Star. When roles change, when people disappoint you, when the world feels chaotic, this internal compass keeps you steady. It answers the questions, who am I at my core? And how do I choose to act? Regardless of what's happening around you. Many people spend their lives defined by external roles: the diligent employee, the devoted parent, the reliable neighbor. When those roles diminish, they can feel lost. A personal code is what remains. It's your statement to the world, and more importantly, to yourself, about what truly matters. Your code might be built on principles like be useful, speak with honesty, waste nothing, or choose kindness. These aren't for show, they're for you. And when you live by them, you stop needing external validation. You're no longer shaken by others' opinions because your sense of self-worth is generated internally. I knew a woman in her late 80s named Eleanor. Her code was simple: leave things better than you found them. Whether it was picking up a piece of trash, offering a compliment, or sharing a story, she lived by that. She didn't have much family left, but she had immense purpose. Her code was her reason to get up in the morning. It anchored her actions and gave her life a profound sense of dignity. Psychologically, living by a clear code simplifies decision making and reduces regret. When faced with a choice, you don't have to agonize. You simply ask, what does my code demand of me? This creates a powerful internal alignment. Research on aging well consistently shows that seniors with a strong sense of purpose and integrity report higher levels of happiness and lower rates of depression. Why? Because a coherent life story brings peace. Your values are the thread that ties all the chapters of your life together. And here's the most liberating part: your North Star is yours alone. No one has to approve it. You don't need to justify it. You simply live it. Whether your code involves daily gratitude, a refusal to complain, a commitment to learning something new, or always keeping a promise, these are the things that build character. This is what lets you look in the mirror at 85 and feel a deep, quiet respect for the person looking back. That is true success. It's a form of support that can never be taken from you, because it is you. In a world of constant change, your values are the one thing that can remain constant, holding you steady, lighting your way home to yourself. Final thoughts. As the years go on, we learn that support isn't always about a hand to hold. Sometimes, it's about the ground beneath our own feet. We spend our youth thinking that family and friends are our foundation, and they are for a time. But true, lasting security in our later years comes from realizing that we are our own foundation. The pillars we've talked about today, the freedom of your own body, the clarity of your finances, the anchor of a daily rhythm, the resilience of your spirit, and the guidance of your own North Star, are not just nice ideas. They are the building blocks of an unshakable life. They shift the source of your security from the unpredictable outside world to the reliable world within you. Physical self-care isn't about vanity. It's about maintaining your sovereignty. Financial simplicity isn't about being cheap. It's about buying your own peace of mind. A daily routine isn't a prison. It's the architecture of a stable day. Emotional resilience isn't about being cold. It's about being strong enough to stay warm-hearted in a sometimes cold world. And a personal code isn't about being rigid. It's about being true. So what does it all come down to? It means that the most powerful support system you can have after 70 is not a person, but a practice. A practice of showing up for yourself day after day in small but consistent ways. It's about becoming the person you yourself can always rely on. When you achieve that, you're never truly alone. That inner strength is more than just comfort. It is the ultimate freedom. So here is my invitation to you. After this video, take just a moment of quiet reflection. Ask yourself, of these 5 pillars, which one feels the most solid in my life right now? And which one needs a little attention? Then decide on one small, tiny action you can take this week to strengthen it. One walk, one cancelled subscription, one moment of deep breathing instead of reacting. That's where it all begins. Thank you for spending this time with us. We deeply value your perspective. Please leave a comment below sharing one insight that stood out to you today. Reading your thoughts and experiences is a tremendous source of encouragement for us. If this video provided value, please give it a like, subscribe for more, and share it with someone who might need to hear this message. Your support helps us reach and empower more people just like you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.